Hi everyone, in today's video I'm going to show you how to crochet Hello Kitty and Kuromi, continuing my series of Sanrio Plushie tutorials. Kuromi a little rebel but so coquette, and Hello Kitty simply the cutest. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel so you don't miss any of my tutorials. And by the way, my last video was also a mini Sanrio plushie, so this collection is growing and I still have so many characters left to make. With this pattern, we're making both characters. Just use white for Kuromi, and for Hello Kitty we'll switch colors along the way. To start the legs, we'll make a magic ring. Then chain 1, in round 1 we'll make 6 single crochets inside the ring. Then pull this yarn tail to close the ring. In this first stitch, we're starting round 2. We're going to make 6 increases, which means 2 single crochets in each stitch. So in this first stitch here, make 1 single crochet, then another single crochet in that same stitch. And place a stitch marker in the first stitch. Always remember to place a stitch marker at the beginning of each round. Keep going with 2 single crochets in each stitch until the end, and you should have 12 stitches. In round 3, we're going to make 1 stitch in each stitch, which means 12 single crochets in total. But at the end of this round, we're going to change colors. If you're making Kuromi, keep going with white. So when you make the last stitch of this round, leave it like this. Attach the new color, and that's it for this round. Pull these yarn tails tight so the stitch isn't loose. Alright, now let's move on to round 4. We're going to make 12 single crochets, same for Kuromi. We just have to make 1 single crochet in each stitch in this round. I'm going to cut the yarn tails from the color changes I am not using anymore. I'll make a knot and then cut them. And this part, you should do it every time you make a magic ring. You always have to secure this yarn tail, the one from the beginning of the ring. So I'm going to cut this one and leave a long tail. We need to make a second leg, but don't cut the yarn on this one. For round 5, we're going to join the legs and start the body. So I'll make the first single crochet in the third to last stitch of the first leg. place the stitch marker. Then we'll keep going with single crochets until we have 12 stitches around this leg. Carry this tail along as you crochet to hide it, but don't cut it yet because we'll need it later. As you can see, I'm just making one single crochet in each stitch. Now I'll continue with the 12 single crochets of the other leg. I'll make the first one right here in this stitch. And then just keep going with one single crochet in each stitch. At the end of this round, we should have 24 stitches. After that, we'll use this yarn tail to sew between the legs so we don't end up with any gaps. From round 6 to round 10, we're going to make 24 single crochets in each round. So that's a total of 5 rounds with 24 stitches each. In round 11, we're going to make 2 single crochets in the next 2 stitches. After that, we'll do 3 decreases. Remember that a decrease means inserting the hook into the front loops of 2 stitches, then yarn over, pull through, yarn over again and pull through. Then 2 more single crochets. But we leave this stitch like this and switch to the pink yarn. Please don't forget to pull these tails to secure the stitch. Then make 4 single crochets in pink. Leave the 4th stitch like this and switch back to the other color. Make 2 single crochets . Then 3 decreases. And finally 2 single crochets for a total of 18 stitches. In round 12 we make 3 decreases. Then 1 single crochet, but switch to pink to finish this stitch. After that, we do 4 single crochets. Changing color on the 4th stitch. Then 1 single crochet, and finally 3 decreases. At the end, you should have 12 stitches, but on the last decrease, switch to white. And now we can start the head. For round 1, we're just working in different loops. So just make 2 single crochets in each front loop all the way around. Place the stitch marker in the first stitch. So just make 2 single crochets in each front loop all the way around. And you should have 24 stitches when you're done. Now you can start stuffing the legs and the body. For round 2, we have to make 3 single crochets. Please don't forget to place the stitch marker in the first stitch, then an increase. Another 3 single crochets. And then an increase. Keep repeating this pattern all the way around until you have a total of 30 stitches. From rounds 3 to 8, just make 30 single crochets in each round. So that's a total of 6 rounds with 30 stitches each. For round 9, we have to make 3 single crochets, then a decrease. Again, 3 single crochets, then a decrease. Just keep repeating this pattern until the end of the round and you should have 24 stitches. Now for round 10, we have to make 2 single crochets, then a decrease. Place the stitch marker in the first stitch. Again, 2 single crochets, then a decrease. Just keep repeating this pattern until the end of the round and you should have 18 stitches. For round 11, make 1 single crochet, then a decrease. Again, one single crochet, then a decrease. Keep repeating this pattern until the end of the round and you should have 12 stitches. Now you can start stuffing the head. For round 12, we have to make 6 decreases. So just keep repeating decreases all the way around for a total of 6 stitches. Please finish stuffing the head. Then cut the yarn and leave a long tail to sew the last round. So grab your needle and pass it through the front loops, pulling the tail as you go. At the end, pull tight and pass the needle through the center and a few different spots to hide the tail. Then cut the yarn. Now let's embroider the nose between rounds 3 and 4. It's just going to be as wide as one stitch. So whenever we embroider something like the nose, eyes or any other detail, we always come out through the same stitch we went in, tie a knot, hide the tails inside the head and cut the excess. I'm going to embroider the eyes 2 stitches apart from the nose, right on the same line. Now I'm going to embroider the whiskers 2 stitches away from the eyes. The nose and eyes of Kuromi are embroidered the same way as Hello Kitty, but Kuromi's nose is pink. Now we just have to add some eyelashes. The pattern for the arms of Kuromi and Hello Kitty is the same, but Hello Kitty's arms have a pink part. So we start with a magic ring, then make a chain, And after that, we have to make 5 single crochets into the ring. Pull this yarn tail to close the ring. For round 2, we just have to make 1 stitch in each stitch. So 5 single crochets in total. When we're crocheting something this small, it can be a bit trickier, so we can take it a little slower. Now for round 3, we have to make an increase in the first stitch. Then make 3 single crochets in the next 3 stitches. And finish with another increase. And if you're making Hello Kitty, remember to switch to pink in the last stitch of this round. You should have 7 single crochets in total. Remember to tie a knot with the yarn tails left from the color change. From rounds 4 to 6, we have to make 7 single crochets in each round. So we just have to make 3 rounds of 7 single crochets each. After finishing round 6, cut the yarn and leaving a long tail for sewing. Then with a needle pass it through the middle of the next stitch, and now we can start sewing it to the body. And of course we'll sew the arms of Kuromi the same way we sew Hello Kitties. We have to sew them 4 stitches away from the eyes, or you can also use the pink part of the outfit as a guide, sewing them about 1 or 2 stitches next to it. This is how we're going to sew them on. Pass the needle through one loop of the body, not the whole stitch. And then through 2 opposite stitches on the arm and keep going like this. When you're done, you can either secure the yarn or, like I did, pass the needle under the arm, then to another part of the body. Make a knot with the yarn from the other arm, and then hide those yarn tails inside the body a few times before cutting the excess. Now we have to embroider the buttons on the overall. I'm going to use yellow yarn for mine. If your yarn is too thin, you can pass it through each button twice to make them stand out. Next, we're going to make Hello Kitty's ears. Make a magic ring, then chain 1. After that, make 4 single crochets into the ring. Pull this tail to close the ring. For round 2, we're going to make 4 increases, which means 2 single crochets in each stitch, for a total of 8 stitches. As you can see in this first stitch, I made 2 single crochets in the same stitch. Then in the next one, 2 single crochets in the same stitch, and so on. For round 3, we have to make 8 single crochets, 1 stitch in each stitch. After that, cut the yarn and leave a long tail. We're going to make an invisible fasten off, skip 1 stitch, then insert the needle into the next stitch, and then go back through the center of the stitch where we started. We have to sew the ears between rounds 7 and 11, about 1 stitch away from the whiskers. We have to start with a stitch on round 7, just grabbing 1 loop and not the full stitch. Then we have to grab a front loop from the other ear. This stitch we're making here is on round 11. I already sewed the other ear and left the yarn tail here. Now I'm going to make a knot with the tail from this other ear, and after that hide the tails inside the head a few times and cut the excess. Now let's make the tail. Start with a slip knot. Then insert your hook here and make a slip stitch. After that, chain 4, then cut the yarn and make a stitch to secure it. I'm going to use a 2.5mm hook to make the bow. We'll start with a magic ring. Then chain 1. After that, we have to make 1 half double crochet, double crochet, half double crochet. If you are a beginner, you can slow down the video to see each stitch more clearly. Chain 1, a slip stitch, chain 1, half double crochet, double crochet, half double crochet, chain 1 and a slip stitch. Pull this yarn tail to close the ring. After that, cut the yarn and with a needle weave these two tails to the back. Then wrap them around to shape the bow and tie a knot in the back to secure it. And then we just have to glue it near the ear. Now we have to make Kuromi's hat. We start with a magic ring and then chain 1. After that, we have to make 6 single crochets into the ring. Pull this tail to close the ring, and now let's start round 2. We're going to make an increase, which means 2 single crochets in each stitch. In this first stitch, we're going to make 1 single crochet, then another one in the same stitch. Place the stitch marker in the first stitch, and then just keep going making 2 stitches in each stitch all the way around until we have a total of 12 stitches. For round 3, we have to make 1 single crochet, then an increase in the next stitch. Again, 1 single crochet, and then an increase in the next stitch. We just keep repeating this pattern 4 more times, and at the end we should have 18 stitches. For round 4, we have to make 2 single crochets in the next 2 stitches. Then an increase, again 2 single crochets, and then an increase. Keep repeating this pattern 4 more times, and at the end we should have 24 stitches. For round 5, we have to make 3 single crochets. Place the stitch marker in the first stitch, then an increase. Again, 3 single crochets. Then an increase. Keep repeating this pattern 4 more times for a total of 30 stitches. From round 6 to round 11, we have to make 30 single crochets in each round. So that's a total of 6 rounds with 30 single crochets each. For round 12, we have to make 13 single crochets first. After that, make a half double crochet, then a double crochet in the next stitch. In this same stitch, we have to shape the pointy part of the hat. Chain 1, and in this little loop I pointed out with the scissors, we have to make a slip stitch. It's kind of like a picot stitch. And in that same stitch, we have to make another double crochet. Then in the next stitch, make a half double crochet, and finally 14 single crochets to finish this round. After cutting the yarn, we have to make an invisible fasten off. Skip one stitch and then insert the needle in the middle of this other stitch. And then go back to the stitch where we started. After that, we just hide the yarn inside the hat and fasten off. Let's start making the ears. First, with a double strand of yarn, we have to make a knot that's a bit thick. And then cut it. We need to make 2 of these knots, 1 for each ear, and we'll attach them later. Now let's continue by making a magic ring and then chain 1. After that, we have to make 5 single crochets into the ring. For round 2, we just need to make 5 single crochets, meaning 1 single crochet in each stitch. Take your time making the ears, go slowly, since they are small pieces and can be a bit trickier. For round 3, we have to make 5 increases, meaning 2 single crochets in each stitch. So throughout this round, we have to keep making 2 single crochets in each stitch, for a total of 10 stitches. Before moving on to the next round, we have to use a needle to add the knot we made earlier. The knot should be on the outside. Then we're going to make another knot inside the ear and then cut the excess. From round 4 to round 5, we have to make 10 single crochets in each round. Then for round 6, we have to make 5 decreases, for a total of 5 stitches. Remember that a decrease means inserting the hook into the front loops of 2 stitches, then yarn over, pull through, yarn over again and pull through. Then just keep making decreases until the end of the round. Now we have to cut the yarn, leaving a long tail. Then we're going to insert the needle into the middle of the next stitch. Before sewing the ears, we have to glue the hat. I'm going to add some glue to this part of the back of the head, and then I'm going to place the hat a bit tilted in this direction. As you can see, I've already attached one ear and left the yarn here. But I am not cutting it yet. We have to find the center of the hat aligned with the face and place a pin there. I'm going to sew the ear onto round 5, about 4 stitches away from the center. So I just passed the needle through one loop of the hat, not the full stitch. And then through a front loop of the ear, and just keep sewing like this. I'm going to make these other stitches on round 6. Then we have to tie a knot with the other tail, and after that hide the yarn tails. You can also add a bit more glue to the hat if it needs it. To make Kuromi's cape, we have to make a slip knot, then chain 22. I'm going to place a stitch marker in the 5th chain. I'll need it just to know where to continue later. So we have to make a slip stitch in the 2nd chain from the hook. Then chain 5. After that, we have to make a slip stitch in the 2nd chain from the hook. Then a single crochet in the next chain then a half double crochet, and a double crochet. After that, we have to skip 2 chains. I only put it at the beginning to guide me, but it won't be necessary after this. Then we just repeat, make a slip stitch, chain 5, after that, a slip stitch in the second chain from the hook, then 1 single crochet in the next chain, then a half double crochet in the next chain, and a double crochet in the last chain. Then skip 2 chains and make a slip stitch again. Just keep repeating this pattern. At the end, we'll have 2 chains left, so we have to skip 1 and make a slip stitch in the last chain. We have to cut the yarn and leave a long tail for sewing. We don't need this other tail, so I'm going to weave it in and fasten it off. Sewing Kuromi's cape is really easy. We just have wrap it around the neck and make a few stitches. And finally, we have to make the tail. Start with a slip knot, then chain 4, and from the second chain from the hook we have to make 3 single crochets. In round 2, make chain 1, turn, skip 1 stitch, and then make 2 single crochets. For round 3, make chain 1, turn, skip 1 stitch, and then make 1 single crochet. Then chain 1. Don't forget to weave in and cut those yarn tails. Make one last slip knot, Insert the hook into the little triangle we just made. Make a slip stitch. And then make 11 chains. And finally sew the tail in place. To add a coquette touch, you can put little bows on the ears and the tail. I added a little felt heart to the hat, and don't forget to blush the cheeks. And that's it. Thank you so much for watching until the end of this video.